Hey guys, Pop Scrap here. We're doing a bit of a scrap out here. Whoop. Move this over here, it's a bit heavy. Scrapping out a few bits as you can see here. Keeping busy as usual. Scrapping out at the minute this little piece of brass of an old plug. It's falling on my hands now, that's pure brass. I don't get much of these anymore, they're not around as much as they used to be, but yeah, it's heavy brass. There's a lot of brass in them. As you can see, just hammered it there. I didn't start tipping out the brass and the bits of copper. I'll just throw that into the copper or to the brass. Take the fuse out first. And there's little knickknacks there to pull out there now, but we'll throw this into the brass. I have brought everything down to the shed that I could. I kept the bucket of copper here. For brass. I kept the bucket of copper here. I want to really fill that bucket of copper up and make a real heavy bucket for copper. You know, bits you take out might take time to fill, but you'll fill it over time. Even like this little bit of brass or a bit of copper, which I should be taking off. You know, I should be just pulling that off, just like so. This pops out. Put that into the bucket and put brass to brass. Yeah, I just want to really pack my containers with brass and copper. I want to really make. I have 2 buckets now full of big buckets full of brass, and you can't physically lift them. Nearly they're that heavy. With everything I'm getting out of them, little screws and everything, it all adds up. So if you get quantity, quality will come of weight, should I say. So yeah, just tipping away, scrapping out. I told you I'd start off the video with the last one, but it's flat out scrapping out stuff, trying to get things scrapped out. In between, scrapping a bit of copper, doing a bit of copper wire and things like that every few minutes. Bit of copper into the copper bucket. But as you know me, I like to mix and change it about a bit. Not do the same thing too often or too much. When I'm doing a scrapping video, or not even scrapping video, when I'm doing a couple hours out in the shed or out in the side room here, I like to change it about a bit. I don't like to be, say, all night stripping plugs, brass plugs, which I probably have 2 nights of scrapping plugs to do, maybe 3. I like to swap it up, maybe do 10 plugs, maybe a few bits electrical, strip a bit of copper wire, things like that, just break it down. But this is the nebulizer or something like that, I should call it. This table's awful shaky at the minute. But a nebulizer of some sort. And what I had to do is, there's little plugs here at the side, little black plugs. And you have to get a little flathead screwdriver, put them into the side and just pop it. And this top of it's lift off. Now I thought to be a lot more than this than there is. There's not really that much in it. A couple of wires, which I'll cut off here. It's a real old-fashioned one. This should just pop out, plug out. A couple of breathing bits and pieces in it, of some sort. This is the old ones you breathe in through here. More wire. I have to sort out this table, guys, because it's starting to bug me. But Rome wasn't built in a day. So, to take this out, what do I need to do? Is it going to pop out? Or what has to be done? We'll have a look at it and see. Yeah, it pops out. There's not much to this. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, as you can see here, there's a piece of alley here. This is going to be maybe better. Yeah, we better scrap out than I thought. Actually, this could be. So this is basically a box, plastic box, which will be going into recycling. So this is what we're after here, is this. So we'll go into here, further into it and see what we're going to get out of it. There's something really putting this table off. I'd say it's these. Put one in here. Yeah, that helps. It's the way it was over the side of the table too much. So this screw popped off. This should come up like so. No, I don't want to go out too much because I don't want to, because it might be better off going in motorway for me. What's this in here? Do you know what? For me, I think this could be better going in as a motor. See what the copper's like here. Is there good copper? Is it thick? Not really, no. It's very, very light copper. I think I'm going to put this in as a motor. What do you think? It's always really good for as a motor. To be honest with you, the copper's not really that thick in it. A bit of alloy in it. But I think I can get away with a good motor price for this. Good bit of weight in that, good solid weight, so start another motor bucket. So I think that's better to do it that way. Look at over time, the motors, if I want, I can start stripping the copper out of motors. Goes into recycling, cut that bit of wire off. Just the wire off. That goes into recycling. Now, what else would I take apart? What do we got here? This old security light. This alley. That's steel. That's all aluminium, cast alley. So we'll take the Phillips screw out. These are easy to scrap out. This is aluminium. And even my aluminium buckets, guys, the small stuff, I'm really pushing it in. I want to get as much as possible into buckets. So this should pop out without killing myself. Maybe. Let's see. Phillips screw here. I think I'm going to use the drill. This is going to be quicker. Okay, this is a simple scrap. Take that piece of plastic off this, or rubber seal should I say. Pretty door wouldn't like this to scrap out. And there's bits stuck in the groove. Just get the flathead screwdriver, run it down without taking the hand clean off yourself. Because you can get a nasty gash with one of these flatheads. So that, all it was in this is just pure clean light cast aluminium. Now this, there's a little lips each side here holding this on. So I'm going to try and break the lips off one side so the glass should pop straight out. There we go. Happy days. Another little piece of very light cast aluminium. I could nearly break that in my hand. It's that light. The alley. Yeah, it's that light. Piece of glass into rubbish. Clean up the rubber. Now that was a very easy scrap part there. What else would I take apart here? There's plenty of stuff to take apart. Buckets loads of stuff. But what to take apart? Likes this. These are like a lot of this stuff. a lot of this stuff. What I like about this is the big wire, the long wire on them. Get the wire off, pull that out. This is good burning, guys. You mightn't think so, but it's great burning. So you wouldn't know it. A kid, more than likely, by the looks of it, made this in school maybe. To think about it, I'd say it could have been a kid, but you don't know. Take out the screws. This should be a piece of brass again. Yep. And there it goes. And this is basically timber. So, just unscrew this now. Take the bulb out. Bulb is gone. There we go. Hope you're getting this on camera, guys. Here. So more aluminium. Should be all alley. Yep. In it goes. Cut this off here. Tight as possible. Cut this off. I'll get this away with this as clean alley, or clean brass, should I say. Just checked that the screw is brass. Yeah, it's an old plug. This, it's all brass. It's old. Now, the plug itself. Let's cut that off. Wire. Oh, what else do I scrap out for? So much stuff. That's steel. Steel. That's plaster. Cut the plug off this basically. I'm going to go into recycling. Now, I'm going to take some of this off the table because I want to free up my buckets and stuff I have. My bucket's full of stuff. I want to free up buckets. So I'm going to start pouring stuff out the table and scrapping it as I go along and see what I get. So you can see this bucket. Everything I got. Metal Titan fines, half scrapped out things. Like so that's a piece of brass now, or copper, more likely brass. Just go through these buckets bit by bit. Piece of brass. Let's see what I got. A messy job, but someone has to do it, guys. Right. What's in this? Rubbish. See, I get a lot of this stuff. Magnet, test this, all of this, make sure it's not stainless or anything like that. Take this off on top. Lucy. Just have to get mad with it, guys. It's the only way. As usual, I still need a few tools out, so I'm not going to get mad at it. I'm just going to take off bits of wire. Like I said, I can go into the recyclable rubbish, rubbish, wire, and a mouse. Oh. You can see there's a lot of rubbish in it too. I'm filling a bin for Scrap and Irish. I was in contact with them, filling e-waste and boards and whatever, you know yourself, the usual stuff for them. Let's see what I end up with for them. It's easier doing it that way. These are, the little wires on these are brass, or the little ends of these are brass. I'll cut these off and keep them in the brass bucket. Brass adds up fast. And wire, more wire. Now these are going to the brass bag, or the plug bag, that which I can sort out. That plug bag is getting pretty full now. A lot more plugs than I had, because I'm going through a lot more quantity now at the minute. A lot of plugs for soup, should I say. Oh, I like this one. We'll strip this one out quick. Thick brass in this. Hopefully it'll come out handy enough now. It's not stuck and welded into it. Oh yeah, that's what I like. This is old brass, very old brass. When I started scrapping first, I used to get a lot of this stuff. This is the creme de diamant, as it say. It's the heavy, heavy, good brass. Scrap 30 those plugs out, you'll know. Give a lot of weight. Yeah, scrappers years ago didn't know how lucky they were. Now even lucky, we're lucky with this. To be honest with you, we are. I've so much of the plugs which I have to go through. Just keep going through this here and see what's in it. Like, this is non-magnetic, and as you can see there, the copper coming through. Just to get it out is a pain. I have to smash this. This is brass or copper. Cut into it. Very soft metal. It's copper. Good. I like my copper. What's this? Let's see, there's a bit of copper at the end of that or something. Yeah, copper. Will that peel off for me? There you go. Oh yeah, nice. Piece of copper at the end of glasses. As you can see, guys, it all adds up very, very fast. If you know what you're looking for, is the main thing. No, this is a battery pack. Put that into recycling. I can recycle that. Let's see. Very nice, stainless. I haven't actually got a stainless bucket set up yet, so I will set one up now. That's my first bit of stainless put into it. Steel. Steel, that's detecting fines, these. What are you made of? Hopefully good. Ooh, and it's heavy, so we give a pinch into it. It looks like copper. Brass. Heavy piece of brass. What are you? You're non-magnetic, so that's coming out to be copper, so whatever that is inside it, yeah, that's one piece of copper here. Looking at it here, I do a lot of small scrapping out stuff. As you can see, it's just basically If I didn't do this, I wouldn't have what I have, to be honest with you. Just bits of copper, or bits of brass. Get my copper and brass mixed up now. These brass, yeah, brass screw, steel screw, brass screw. Now, an old modem, which I'll keep for scrapping Irish, if you like that kind of stuff. That's an old plug. I don't think I'll get into that. Brass has to be a load of brass in that. I'm going to keep this. Keep you too. So another plug. Get through it slowly. It's cast, Ali, anyway. Definitely cast. Yeah. You can tell by the feel of it. Keep you outside. Oh, came out, one came out. Brass. What are you made of? Ooh. Something for me to take apart. There's a reason why you were left there. I'll crush this open maybe. Yeah. Try and do it this way. It's loose, but going nowhere. We did something. There we go. Put you in tally. Force. Heavy force, guys. It's the only way to do it. Nice this stuff now, it's no good. What we're going to do is clear it here now, and we're going to put more in out the table. Yeah, I'm interested in all this. This is, yeah, it's not sticking to this at all. This is all copper. Heavy gauge copper. As you can see there. Hope you can see this in the camera. I hope you can see that it's copper. Like, I got a lot of that stuff which I have to sort out, but I have to hit hard with a hammer somewhere. Just to, I start doing that out the back. I have a lot of copper to recover and things like that, like fuses and stuff. I got a lot of fuses, but I have to recover the copper out of it. Right. Pour more out. I have buckets and buckets like this to sort out. Getting there though, slowly. Nice little motor on this to take apart. Another one of my favourite plugs, which I will take apart now. These are the old-fashioned plugs. These are very much worth taking apart. Where did I put the... There we go. Put you over here, out of the way. Yeah, brass. Heavy brass. I should weigh these actually, to be honest with you, to see what weight's in them. Doesn't want to come up that one. Hit it with a hammer. We'll try lumpy and see what that moved them. Another one gone out. Jesus. There we go. There's something happening. There we go. As I said before, don't mind with that being on it. It's heavy brass again. Gee. God, if I had hundreds of these, I could cash in it on its own. It's that heavy, you know. It would remind me of those 240 volt plugs that, and the 110 plugs that Ian Matthews scrap out. They're very heavy. Alright, nothing good. Ooh. Take this out. Copper. See, I was going to scrap this out or throw this out now without taking that bit of copper off it. Shame on me. Oh, it adds up, guys. Scrapping like this, it adds up. A few nights this, you have a good pile of copper. More beautiful soup plugs. God, the amount of plugs I have is ridiculous. Starting to get scary now. Another one of these plugs. Take this apart. Why I strip these is because they're it's weight heavy and simple. They're simple. Pull out. Oh, I wish I was going 30 years ago. Well, I wish I was scrapping 30 years ago, should I say. The weight of these plugs again. Very heavy. I got a lot of that stuff years ago, and scrappers years ago didn't do this kind of scrapping. Not of my knowledge anyway. Just everything like that would be scrap steel, I presume. You know? The people don't scrap out like we do now. Before, the money wasn't in it to scrap it out like that. Let's see. And first I'll clear away all these plugs. You know, American style plugs I have, or European plugs, should I say. Brass. Oh, steel at the end though, yeah. Don't know how to get away with clean brass for that. That's aside for the time being. This should be brass. Yeah. Old pen of some sort. Must have got that detecting. Piece of copper stuck to it. Bit of wiring. What are you made of? Oh, that's brass anyway, which I thought you were. Nothing in that, there is. That's handy. How that got there. Let's see, what are you? Take you out. Bit more brass. Plug. And more of this stuff. Copper. It should come out. It's like a, I don't know, spring loaded. Yeah, have to have a look at that again. So basically, what you see here is what I'm doing. Bit of lead, start a lead bucket too. I think the video has gone on for long enough. As you can see, I'm starting to use buckets. The pile of stuff is not here. Just filling up this brass bucket and that copper bucket and motors and alley and more new wire bin. Like it's 29 minutes long, the video. Look at this now. This is the plug bag. God, it's about a foot high. And it's going way back there. And geez, there must be 200 plugs, 300 plugs in it now. And I still have to go through that quarter of that bucket left. And this pile of stuff here. So I was scrapping bags and things like that. And stuff for scrapping Irish. I just cut the wire off it maybe and just throw it into the bin for them. And I have 3 bins to fill, or filled out the back, and I have to do another pickup tomorrow. if I have time. So yeah, that's my night. Now I'm just going to keep going with this, guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching my videos. See you in the next one.